Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the important things that you have to consider about the credit card because in modern times every person is holding the credit card but they don't know how to use it effectively. Okay, so in this video we will discuss each and every aspect considering your personal finance about the credit card. Okay, so first thing is you should know that do not use more than 30% of your credit card limit at a particular point of time. Let's say your credit card limit is 50,000 rupees. Okay, so 50,000 into 30%, that is 15,000 rupees. At a particular point of time your outstanding amount should not be more than 15,000. Why? Because it will help you to improve your CIBIL score. Why? It means, what is the importance of CIBIL score? It means basically in future if you need any loan from the bank, then you can get a better rate of interest from the banks because banks know that you don't need money actually because your credit history is good, because you were not using more than 30% of your credit card limit at a particular point of time. So banks basically track that when you apply for the loan. Okay, so don't use more than 30% of your credit card limit at once. Second point is, do not redeem your credit card reward points frequently. Why? Because on every redemption you have to pay certain charges, no matter whether you are redeeming 1000 points or 4000 points, still you have to pay the charges. In some cases it is 100 rupees plus GST that you have to pay on every redemption. My personal opinion is accumulate the reward points as much as possible. Okay, so that when you redeem it in bulk, so that you have to pay the same charges that you will pay even in the less reward points. Third thing is, always pay your total outstanding amount due before the due date. Why? Let's say your due date is today, try to pay the total outstanding amount before the due date. First point is, it will help you to improve your CIBIL score. Second, it will help you to avoid interest and penalties. If you do not pay the total outstanding amount on the due date, you have to pay the penalty as well as the interest. Okay. Next is, you should know that the reward points are not equal to the money. For example, you got 4000 reward points in your credit card after spending. Now you think that you can buy the things of 4000 rupees, but that's not case. For example, in my case, for every reward point I get 25% as a money. So in case if I have 4000 reward points in my credit card, I can actually use 1000 rupees out of that. So using 1000 rupees for the purchase of spending, my 4000 reward points will be lapsed. Okay. So before taking the credit card, ask your agent how much percentage of the reward points will be considered as a money. So that's the most important point. Next, do not fall in the trap of cashbacks on minimum payments. For example, various card issuers will tell you that in 3 months, if you spend, let's say, 1 lakh rupees, then you will get 10% cashback on your spending. Okay, so don't fall in that trap because it will lead to impulsive buyings and overspending that may affect your personal finances, right? Next is, do not pay the minimum amount due on settlement cycle. Always pay the full outstanding amount. Why? Let's say your total outstanding amount is rupees 50,000 on a particular date. Okay, banks generally gives you an option of the minimum amount payment, that is roughly around 5% of the total outstanding amount. So in your case, 50,000 into 5%, that roughly comes to 2500 rupees. So if you pay the minimum amount 2500 rupees, you can save the penalty, but you have to pay the interest amount on the balance 47,500 as long as you carry. And the thing is, the interest rate on that balance amount is around 36% to 42% per annum. This is very huge amount. You will slowly enter into the debt trap. Okay, and the second thing is, your CIBIL score will be affected significantly. Okay, so always spend that amount which you can afford to pay. Okay, do not use your credit card limit unnecessarily. And next is, take the credit card whose annual charge is free. Okay, do not buy the credit card which list you to pay annual charge, okay, every year. So don't opt for that. Basically the purpose of the credit card is that for the luxury, it is not for the necessity basically, okay. So use the credit card amount which you can pay, okay. In my case, whenever I use my credit card, my main objective is to improve my CIBIL score. It is not like to supplement my income to use it for the expenses I cannot afford with my income. No, it is not that. I use the credit card so that I can improve my CIBIL score, plus I can get the reward points. Okay, when I spend any money through the credit card, I immediately pay the amount as soon as possible. Okay, so this is how you have to deal with your credit card, and it is the most important aspect of your personal finances basically. Okay, so consider these points while having the credit card and use it wisely. Otherwise, it can create a problem for you in the long term.